Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to episode 13 of our Hearts of Midlothian save. And this is it. This is the end of the season today, the league season. We play Aberdeen at home, who are 5th. We play Hibs away, who are 3rd. And if a quick refresher of the league table, if we win both games, we will finish above Hibs. They have a better goal difference than us, which hurts us a little bit. But of course, the top 3 finish will mean we're guaranteed European football next year, ahead of the cup final next episode. Yeah, it takes the pressure off that, doesn't it, to have to win to get into Europe. So it would be really, really good if we could do this. Now, a little bit of news to catch you up on the transfer front. We have made a signing for next season, and it is right here. Gustavo Isaacson, I guess you pronounce it. Anyway, he's sort of a winger, both sides winger, can play up front as well. Was he 18 years old, from Michelin, and this is where Chu is from. We're paying him 900 grand a week. We're getting him on a free at the end of his contract. Good pace, good dribbling, good finishing. I think he'll be good. I mean, he's essentially Chu, but maybe not quite as good yet. But yeah, so we've got him next year. Promising winger, cuts inside from both wings. Let me know what you think in the comments. I think that's a nice little pickup. We'll be paying him 900 grand a week. I think 900 grand a week, 900 pounds a week. It might have been a little, maybe 950. Anyway, it was low. It was a good deal that I'm happy with. So he's in for next season, and we are looking to extend Dimitri Mitchell's loan as well. Same terms as this time around. We're not going to get a better left back in. I've sort of checked the short list. There's no one anywhere near as good as this that's even on the short list. That's never mind willing to come. So yeah, so we hopefully, all things being even, we'll have him back again for next season as well. So that's all looking good. And let's have a look at the team that we are sending out to face Aberdeen here, our last home game of the year, so hopefully we'll get the job done. So it's Zamal in goal, it's Mitchell, Herring, Suter and Smith as a back four, Cochrane and De Jong in midfield. De Jong, I can't remember if I mentioned, he's signed a new contract, he's here for the next 2 years, I think it is as well. Yeah, another 2-year contract, so we've got him for a couple of years yet. Chu, back in the starting lineup, not quite match sharp, but he's fit, so he'll start with Naismith and Clare, and then Uche comes back in up top. We do have the Yak back on the bench as well. I didn't choose to start him in this one. We'll see how he gets on. He literally just came back from injury. So we can see the way they're playing there, the old 4-4-2. Now they have, is it Steve Clark, the Kilmarnock manager that's Scotland manager now in real life. He's their manager. Now his team, remember when we played Kilmarnock, they scored a lot of goals against us. McPhee says we should do it for the fans. It is the last home game of the year. So maybe that's what we should be doing. Get out there, give the fans their money's worth. Some calm, we have faith. Excellent, not even listening to me. Alright, let's go. Alright, here we go. Last home game of the year. Obviously, this is a preview to the cup final for next day. Just a quick reminder, there's no episode tomorrow being Wednesday. I have a funeral to go to, so we'll be back on Thursday for the cup final. And of course, we'll also have the end of season awards after the cup final. So let me know right now, who do you think? Who's going to win? Who's going to win our player of the year? I'd say, it's got to be away again, and it's still there in a little bit of danger for us. And again, somehow cannot save a long shot to save himself. It's becoming a problem. We'll show some passion. That's not the start we needed. I tell you who's not going to be our player of the year. It's Lamel, isn't it? Not the best header there from Smith, to be honest. But Cross came back in. Suter won that head up. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be the agility. It's the only attribute that he has that really lacks his agility, and it's got to be that sort of prevents him from getting across to those sorts of balls. We'll be more expressive now. Let's go attacking. Come on, boys. Let's get this goal back. Here goes Cochrane. Around the corner there for Naismith. Yeah, if I'm looking at player of the year, I think Naismith or Uche have got to be up there. Maybe the Yak, maybe Chu. There's a good ball for Smith. Can he pick out Uche? Oh, he's put it over the bar. Not what we needed there. Come on, boys. Come on. I haven't seen a score come through yet from the Hibs game, but of course, if we were to lose this and they were to win, it's all over, isn't it? We can't get third. I am thinking we might look at maybe a form. Uche! Oh, Uche! From the corner, 17th goal of the year, and assist for Harry Cochrane as well. Excellent, excellent stuff. 1-1. I was going to say, if things aren't going to go well against another Steve Clark team playing in this way, because we've tried sort of with the DM and with the number 10 between Kilmarnock and obviously Aberdeen. Now, Kilmarnock has taken the lead against Hibs, so this puts us ahead of them. Doesn't know we'll be equal on goal difference, won't we? Sorry, we'll be equal, and they'll be ahead on goal difference, I should say. Cochrane, just maybe get rid of there. There we go. Oh, Suter. I mean, they're going to do some work on first touch, I think, next season, because if we if we have a weakness, it's definitely first touch, especially in defence. This is a bit of patient play. There's a good ball out there for Smith. Can he pick out Uche again in the middle? Uche! Oh, it's their rebound. It's across the face of goal. I think it was a block. It looks like they said McKenna got a block in on it. Yeah. So let me know who you think our player of the year is. Like I said, I think it's got to be one of our attacking players. But it's difficult to say who. And yeah, if Kilmarnock win and we draw, then we'll be equal on points. But Hibs will be ahead of us on goal difference. A tight calf. We want to get him off, don't we? We don't want that ahead of the cup final. Any sort of calf injury that's going to rule him out. So Uche will have to take off, which is fine. That's what we can do. So I'm just thinking we can put Naismith up top. We can bring Yak on, put Claire in the middle, Yak on the left. That works. We can work around that. I'm going to say... Do we say we're far from pleased from that? Unlucky? Maybe unlucky. We only really saw that one highlight from theirs, didn't we, that ended up in the back of the net. So, it hasn't been too bad. It is a bit of a loss losing Uche, though, for this one. Just back from injury, of course, as well. It shouldn't be too soon, because we kind of made sure that everything was, I'm not rushing players back. Especially because we do have goal scorers in the team elsewhere. So we'll bring the Yak on for Uche. Put Naismith up top. Put Claire in the middle. He goes over to the left, and there we go. I'll just give Yak a bit of a team talk here. Go on, mate. Get out there. Do your Yak thing. We'll get out there. I am wondering if we go for the cup final. If we go 3 at the back with fullbacks, the problem with that, of course, is that there's no place for wingers. Oh, yeah, with interesting effort there. And wingers are out, between the Yak and Chu, they are sort of our better players. If Rangers beat Celtic, they'll be champions. 2-0 up, you would kind of think that's going to be the case, and that's got to be a bit of a surprise, doesn't it? I know it's a full season with Neil Lennon in charge, but. Yeah, I mean, Celtic should be winning the league in the first season, shouldn't they? Alright, what can we do here? Nothing is... Let's maybe take it off, exploit the flanks. Let's maybe 3-0 now to Rangers. That is ridiculous. We'll try taking it off, exploit the flanks. Just lower the tempo ever so slightly. Hibs has drawn level, so we really need to be winning, don't we? Here goes Yak. Yak, ball in. It's there! Oh, it's over the bar from Claire. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Let's show some passion here. Come on. Hasn't been our best performance, has it? We've done okay, but we haven't been brilliant. Do we want to make any other changes? Kilmarnock's taking the lead again. Oh, if it's a good game to win, if we can get the win. Chu is still coming back from injury. We might take him off. Is there anybody else? Naismith is the only other one that's not really playing well. I wonder if we take him off a pressing forward and put him to not a target man. To an advanced forward, just try and get him running that last line of defence there. Cochrane's looking tired as well. Let's bring Hickey on for him. Come on, boys, come on. Oh, we've got to win, don't we? Because the goal difference doesn't work in our favour. Herring's there. We have offered Herring a new contract as well. He hasn't accepted. He's agreed, but he hasn't formally signed it or accepted it. Another long shot. That's over the bar, and that should be the game. Well, if that's a preview of the final, I mean, we were the better team for the most part, weren't we? Just that long shot. Yeah. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do we play the same way in the final? Do we say unlucky? I think so. So do we play the same way in the final, or do we look to maybe change things up? We weren't too bad in that game, were we? Depends how long Uche's out for. So if we'd won that game, we would have been ahead of Hibs. But as it is, we go to Easter Road next. We have to win to come third. It's going to be tough. Okay, welcome back, and it all comes down to this. We are the favourites of this game, a little bit surprisingly. Hibs, are in horrible form, so hopefully we'll be able to keep that going. And you can see this is what it comes down to. We have to win. A draw doesn't do it for us because we have an inferior goal difference. Now, injuries have not been kind to us since we left. Godinho was already injured, but he's out for 2 weeks. It's behind my head, I know you can't see. Uche has picked up another injury, out for 4 to 8 days. This is not related to the one he got in the game. That was only a day or two. He came back, pulled an ab muscle. Yeah, so, I mean, it must be nice to have ab muscles to pull, but he's managed to do that. So he's out 4 to 8 days. Cup final is in 6 days' time, so he is touch and go for the cup final. But the big one, really, given that Godinho's injured, is Michael Smith. A hernia, out for 3 weeks, so he's out of the cup final. Godinho, of course, our backup right back, is 5 days to 2 weeks, so he's almost certainly out of the cup final as well, which you may have noticed gives us a bit of a selection problem at right back. So this is the team we're sending out, and this is basically, I think, the team that will play in the cup final too. It's Zamal in goal. It's Mitchell, who has signed on for next year on loan again, so we've got him back. Herring, who has signed again, that's all confirmed now. He does have a release fee of $2.5 million, I think. But to be honest, if we get $2.5 million for him, I think we'll take it and move on, won't we? So he's here for next year. Christoph Berra and Suter is the back four. Dejom and Cochrane in midfield. Chu, Claire, and Yakovenko in behind. Stephen Naismith up top. Yeah, this is it. This is our best team. This is our best fit team, I should clarify there. So we can see they're playing 4-4-2. Yep, we'll just see how we go. They're a passing team. I forgot to show you the what's it called? The pre-game thing, but they're a passing team. So yeah, we'll see what we can do here. Do I expect to win? Come on, lads, we will qualify for the Euro Cup if we win here. Let's go. Oh, I expect to win. I expect to win. We're going to go for it. Some passionate. We have faith. Is that putting too much pressure on them? I really, really hope not. But I expect to win. All right, and here it is. It all comes. The whole season basically comes down. Well, it doesn't, because we can win the cup final if we come fourth and still make it. But the whole season comes down to this, doesn't it? In the league, can we beat Hibs? Now, remember, they were top of the league for a long time. We've done really, really well to run them down. I just feel like the last little bit, our form has fallen off. We went on a massive unbeaten run, and we've just stumbled by our own high standards just a little bit, haven't we, recently? This is a bit of a long kickoff highlight. The Yaks lost out there. Are we going to find ourselves in a little bit of trouble here on the counter-attack? There's a man at the back post. Are we marking him? The ball's floated over his head, luckily, and that's missed. Boys, that's not the start. That's not what was needed. Come on. Here we go. Cochrane over a free kick. It's coming back. It's over the bar. Let's give it a get creative here. It's been a bit of an entertaining start, shall we say? But yeah, hopefully we'll settle down a little bit here now. Herring brings the ball down. Christoph Berra. Christoph Berra, despite his poor... I'll get rid of it. Despite his... when he made his debut after injury, not his debut, but came back after injury, he got sent off, if you remember, in the Scottish Cup first round. We managed to get a replay despite being down to 10 men against Hamilton. Chus picked up a loose touch there. Since then, he's been pretty good for us, to be honest. So we shouldn't lose too much with him coming in. Tried to play over the top there. Claire brings it down for Naismith. Out there for Chu. The overlapping run from Suter. Can he get a good ball in here? Suter, he can. It's Naismith, and there's the opening goal for Hearts, and it's 1-0. It's 1-0. We are sitting in third spot as things stand right now. We're going to Europe next year. We will give them a concentrate shout, I think, here. I just want to make sure that we're not doing anything silly. That was a nicely worked goal. Big Johnny Suter getting forward from right back. He has the attributes to play at right back. He's got decent crossing, decent dribbling. Naismith at the near post made no mistakes at that, and that is his 19th goal of the year. I tell you what, he could be a 20 goal a season striker here for us if we play our cards here right. Quite a few of those have been penalties granted, but you take that, don't you? And of course, don't forget. I mean, Claire's got a few, Yak's got a few, Uche's got a few as well. We certainly haven't been lacking for goals this year. If anything, it's been the defence that's let us down quite a few times. Here we go. Can we get a block in? It's gone back out. Offside, please, ref. No. Ball comes back in. We've blocked that well. Can we get another block in? Oh, pressure's still on. It's just over the bar. Yeah, I mean, defence is what's let us down. So, I mean, when you have 4 or 5 players that have all got sort of 15 goals or more, you shouldn't have a problem really with whether you finish third in the league or not, in any league in the world really. Come on, boys, let's nick that. Can we nick that? No, we can't. They're passing. Oh, that is just absolutely horrible defending, and it's even worse goalkeeping. What is that? I don't know if it was Herring or if it was Berra, but he literally ran a circle around him. I mean, literally ran a circle around him. Who was that? It was this guy here, wasn't it? Berra. Oh no, was it Herring? It was Herring. Literally ran a circle around him. That is horrible defending, and what is Lamau doing? Oh, come on. And we're back to 4th. Oh, it's just frustrating, isn't it? It's just horrible, horrible defending. All right, here we go. Cochrane from a set piece. Back post. It's there. Claire, it's headed over the bar. I mean, we've done okay. We've done okay, but it's been a relatively even game so far, hasn't it? It's going to come down to, you get the feeling, we're going to need sort of that moment of class from somebody. We have the attacking players capable of doing it. It's just whether our defensive players can keep a clean sheet from here. Oh, that's got to be a penalty, surely. Referee, it's got to be a penalty. Naismith went down on... Oh, don't do this. Not like this. Oh, unbelievable. It was surely a penalty at the other end. If it's not a penalty, then book him, ref. Honestly. Let's show some passion. I'm sure you guys saw it. Someone went down the penalty area, and we've just been caught out on a counter-attack. And we look horrible defensively yet again, don't we? It's going to have to be an aggressive, like, what the F is going on here, boys. Can we, this is probably a proper highlight. Can we get something together here? Dejom, have it, mate. Have it, Dejom! Oh, decent save. Will we get a chance from the corner? Yak to play it in. We've got some big boys up there. Herring, it's well claimed by Bogdan, and that is more than likely going to be half-time. Oh, it was all looking so good when we took the lead, and we have since then really just thrown it away a little bit, haven't we? 2 sloppy goals, aggressive. I expect to see something better second half, please, boys. We'll get out there. I mean, we need 2 goals. The draw doesn't help us. You know, if we draw, we lose, essentially, don't we? Because whether we finish equal on points with them or not, we would still be behind them on the table. Let's get expressive. Let's take it off, exploit the flanks, even though that hasn't worked out too badly for us. Yeah, we'll take it off that and just see if we can get anything through the middle as well. It's not really happening for us. Chu isn't having his best game yet again. He's looking anxious. Let's bring on Morrison. He's been a really good player for us this year, so we'll make that change. Claire isn't having his best game either. You know what we might do is we might bring Whiten on for him and make the switch up front. There we go. So double change on the hour mark. Is it going to change our fortunes whatsoever? I mean, both centre-backs are having bad games, aren't they? Here goes a good ball from Morrison. Can he square it for Whiten in the middle? Oh, he's gone back post. It's Yak. It's down. Whiten. Oh, it's blocked. It's still bouncing around, and it's not going to be our day, is it? It's not going to be our day. That had to be a goal. De Jong in for Mitchell, for Cochrane, in for Yak. Come on, what's he got here for us? Over the top there for Suter, getting forward again. It's blocked. Are we going to get to that? Cochrane, you've got to put in there, mate. You've really got to win that ball. Oh, we're going to get done on the counter-attack again, aren't we? It's blocked. It's bouncing around. It's falling for every time it bounces off a friggin' something. It's offside. Every ricochet is just falling for Hibs right now, isn't it? Every single ricochet. We need to win this game. We'll go very attacking. He is just about offside in the middle there. A little bit of luck there, perhaps. Our defensive shape, I know what we're doing in training this week. Our defensive shape is absolutely horrible. We have one other sub to make. I mean, it needs to be a defensive one almost, doesn't it? All right, let's take Bearer off for Halford and just see if that makes any sort of difference in the middle there. Everybody else, we're not playing too badly. It's defensively where we look absolutely horrible. Come on, boys, get creative. We need 2 goals in 5 minutes. It's not going to happen, is it? It's not going to happen. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Can we get at least an equal? Oh, you give that penalty now, it means nothing. Not the one where they go and score in the counter-attack. Well, this is Naismith's chance for 20. It would be good for him, I think, on a personal note, if he could put this away. I mean, at least we wouldn't lose the game. We finished level on points, but we still finished behind them. He puts it away. 20 goals for Stephen Naismith. He's had a really, really good year. Is there any chance whatsoever of us getting another goal here? We're already a minute over. It's very, very unlikely. We'll tell him to push forward. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really annoyed that we've given them goals. Anything, please. At least another 5 minutes here, ref, surely. I was hoping for a loose pass from Milligan there. It doesn't... I mean, it's not going to happen, is it? And there we go. It was an even game. We maybe shaded it. But defensively, we were absolutely horrid. We will be doing... I'm not happy with that. We will be doing defensive work in training this week. We need to be better than that, don't we? In the final. Good game from Naismith. He was superb in front of goal. I mean, we weren't helped by the injuries at right back and then having to shift Sutaro. I mean, that doesn't help. But I mean, it says we've qualified for the Euro Cup, for the Europa League, but I don't see how we have because, yeah, I mean, we need to go win the final. Otherwise, Aberdeen get the place, don't they? So anyway, level on points with Hibs. Form is a little bit concerning just at the end here. We haven't really been winning games, have we? A lot of draws. We've only really lost to the Glasgow clubs, but too many draws. But anyway, guys, that is it for today. If you have enjoyed that, so near but so far. Really, if we had beaten Aberdeen, we would have done enough to get through. Oh, it's just a generally frustrating end to the season, isn't it? Anyway, guys, if you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe and then ring the bell if you want to know when I upload new episodes. As I said again, quick reminder, no episode tomorrow being Wednesday. We'll be back on Thursday for the Cup final, for the end of season awards as well. Let me know who you think is going to be our player of the year in the comments. So until then, Open Aussie Villain, thank you so much for watching. Take care.